doing? These are weird.
What are you doing?
Sorry, welcome back to another episode of the UBOF podcast with their usual host.
I'm Julissa.
I'm Victoria.
What are you guys doing?
Nothing. We're not doing anything.
Look like a whack-a-mole.
Anyway, welcome back to this episode, y'all. What are we going to talk about today?
I don't know.
I want to hear stories.
You're just so loud in my ears. Let me turn you down.
Okay, anyway. We're oops, sorry. This episode's already a disaster, but it's because I'm too busy thinking about Abraham right now.
Why?
Abraham made us this for everyone that's on the podcast today. Abraham made us his specialty dish today, which we love, and we will be providing you with the recipe. So really what you do is that... Oh, so we're not sharing the recipe?
No.
Oh.
What?
I'm sorry, but
I
if
can
you
say what it
follow
is.
us on Instagram,
Say what it is. It's not
you
how you
will
make it.
see that we posted a specialty ramen dish that Abraham created the mixture, and we love it.
And if you're watching if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, just join on the YouTube channel right now as we speak. You cannot miss this. Literally this. You can't miss this.
I don't know what's going on. Anyway. So we didn't record last week because Julissa.
Left us.
If I left you, why didn't you guys film without me?
I didn't know that was an option.
You see what? I don't know what either of you said right now.
What'd you say? Oh, she didn't know it was an option?
I didn't know it was an option.
We could have, but I was trying to just have my Friday off.
Speaking of that,
I feel like you wanted that too, Vicky.
Yeah.
Vicky
always wants a Friday off. Vicky wants the podcast off, period.
No,
Damn,
that's not
traitor.
true.
She's going to leave us again.
But one day, watch. I'm just waiting for it. But the day this podcast ends, just know it was probably Vicky or Abraham, though.
Not me.
I won't leave.
The microphone's not her tea that one day.
Every time. Wait, guys.
And hopefully we catch it live.
Oh my God.
That'd be so sad.
But yes, I was gone. I went to Punta Cana with Randy's best friend because he was going to propose to his girlfriend.
We saw. Tell us about it. It was nice.
Okay, honestly, I can tell you guys a story, but not with my neck like this. So honestly, I'm sick and
Why are you
tired.
even doing that?
We were waiting for you to notice.
I did.
You didn't say anything.
I said, why do you guys have your microphones
No,
on?
you didn't.
bro.
I literally said, bro, you look like whack-a-mole going up and down. Like I saw you guys put them up.
That doesn't translate into why is your microphone that high up?
Bro, we did it to freaking prank you, and
Everything's so loud in my ears.
he has sensory issues. I think you have a problem today. Are you okay?
Why?
How was your week?
Good.
Because you literally came in touching everything.
I wasn't touching anything. I was looking. She was like, look at all my pumpkins. I was counting all her pumpkins.
I'm not even going to say it because I'm
Looking, you can look, but you were touching everything. It was
No, it was not.
It was so
What
funny.
did I touch?
You need to touch
Everything.
He was
What?
like, because Abraham's this type of person. 1, 2, 3,
No.
4. Like that's how he counts.
He was like,
Why do not count that?
He has sensory issues.
touch.
No.
It literally took us.
It's scared. No one like, oh, you can sit down, make yourself feel at home. I didn't get that.
Damn.
So I had to walk around and touch stuff.
She said they're bad. He said they're bad
Just
hosts.
kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke.
We had the assumption that you just felt at home.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why I was touching everything.
Okay.
It took us literally 30 minutes to start this podcast because of Abraham's sensory issues.
Not true.
Oh my God. I just realized I wasn't looking at the camera this entire time. So I'm going to look Bisca. I'm looking at the viewfinder.
Me too.
No, stop. Please look
You
at the
guys
camera.
look at the camera?
No, I've been looking
I
there.
never look at the camera.
You have to look at the camera.
No, I
Sorry.
just stare off into space.
Otherwise, you're going to look crooked.
Like Dreckle?
Doy Draco. Anyway, let me tell you
Do
guys.
my eyes look small?
No.
Look into the camera. People are literally this
Anyway.
intro is not gonna help our view watch. No, not view watch.
Can't
Okay.
use this intro then.
So everyone,
What'd you say?
Go ahead, Vicky.
we were just gonna get started because I think Because Julissa went on this couple of day trip, there's a lot of lessons that she might have learned that will be very helpful for all of us and for everyone that's listening. So we actually want to hear some stories of what's been happening in Julissa's life over the past few weeks. And I think we can all make a valuable lesson out of it. So let's listen.
Lesson number 1. Don't travel with your husband's friends without at least one of your friends. Because guys,
And I want to know why.
bro, okay, oh my God, okay. So all jokes aside, this trip was so fun. So we were able to spend the week at the Hard Rock Hotel, which is an all-inclusive resort that's like in multiple parts of the world. So it's like really, really cool.
That sounds cool.
And it's like the food's good. There's entertainment 24/7. There's a casino in it. Like it's on the beach. And we went to the one in the Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. So it was fantastic.
That sounds fancy.
And like the friends, it was really nice. And the friends that we traveled with were getting engaged, which are 2 great friends that I met before we got married. And they're super great. But I did meet a second batch of friends of his that I hadn't met before. And I don't think Randy had seen them since, coming into meeting Jesus.
Oh, okay.
So this trip was kind of like their first encounter with Randy, the Randy that we know, and the Randy that doesn't drink. So I felt like that definitely affected the trip a lot and and their relationship. Because just to like cut the crap and get straight to the point, we were definitely like kind of shoved to the side on the entire trip by people. And it was like very noticeable and very awkward. Like we would literally be standing there having a conversation with everyone and everyone was talking to everyone except us. And it was like, but I mean, these people drink the entire, what was it? 5-day, 4-night trip.
Yeah.
They had their tumblers, like a hydro flask, filled to the top with Grey Goose vodka. And they were drinking, like they were wasted the entire trip. And when those like small moments in the mornings where they weren't, like so antisocial, I would just like turn and look at Randy because I was obviously, I tried to be with the girls so that Randy could be with the guys.
Yeah.
And like, I had to just try a little harder to be social. And you guys know, I mean, I think I do a pretty good job at being social.
Yeah.
Or do I not?
No, you are. Like you're the speaker for both of us, actually.
I will make conversation. And bro, can you imagine?
Yeah.
You know that I would like probably try to make friends with these girls, right? Bro, tell me why one of them the entire time was just like no eye contact, paid me no mind. I tried going to the gym with her one morning and she like me dejó plantada because apparently she got sick. At this point, after so much like kind of rejection, I don't believe it. And then I was just like, okay, that's fine. And I told Randy, I was like, hey, is it me, babe? Or is like this person acting kind of weird with me? And then he was like, actually, I kind of noticed. And then he told me, he's like, well, these types of women, like I guess women from his country, he's like, they are all like that. They think they're all that. And I was like, that's weird though. And then he told me that her boyfriend, which is Randy's like close friend, was acting like that with him too. And I lost it. I started like getting so much anger inside. I wasn't even mad at the fact that she was ignoring me. I was just like, that's weird. But when he told me that it was happening to him too, from like with a friend, bro, I got so mad. I got so mad. I couldn't even act the same the rest of the trip.
Dang.
Because I was just like, that's so messed up. And he's like, yeah. And I think it's because I keep rejecting their drink offers. And so basically that's what I wanted to tell you guys. Like it was a hard thing to see because most of his friends have been super open about his like new life. But this one wasn't. And it's the first time that we've had to.
Oh, it was just the one?
Yeah, it was just him and his girlfriend.
Dang.
Yeah.
I think it is that actually leads to a topic though, because I think it is an issue because when I married Mario or when I started dating Mario, not because he chose to leave a lot of his friends left him little by little because of not being socially participant of the drinking anymore or the partying. And a couple of years ago, actually, you know what? I think it was the first year when me and Mario were married. He still has all his friends on Snapchat. And there was this one specific girl that he was I don't know if he reached out to her. No, I think he made a comment on something. And so they started talking on Snapchat again. And the conversation came up about Mario changing. And this girl pretty much apologized to Mario because a lot of Mario's group friends like talked a lot of like crap about him because of him changing his lifestyle. And the girl pretty much apologized to him and said, you know what? We thought that they were mad at him because they thought that he was like too good to be a part of their friend group. And it was really sad because that was never Mario's intention or even my intention. Like Mario still talks to a lot of his friends, but I think they get hurt because you want to change your lifestyle, but it's not because you're perfect and you change your lifestyle. You change it because we're imperfect and we want to be better. And so to have that perspective of that one person in Mario's life, it really like kind of it didn't tear Mario up, but it did make him feel like you had that thought of me this entire time. And so I don't know if that might be hitting the same thing with like Randy and his friends, but it's definitely there.
Dude, it's so hard. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Like, I guess it's something that we haven't experienced because the friends that what?
Tie to the front.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was talking to you guys.
I think it's something that you guys and myself, we haven't experienced because we haven't left friends in the world. Like, because of
that's not true for me though.
You have?
Yeah, like when I have a friend but a family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That must be even. I shouldn't say harder. I feel like it's still equally as hard for people if it's friends or family,
especially if it's good friends.
Wait, but tell us about your experience with that.
I mean, what?
We've never even.
Well, growing up, like I had like, because I have one aunt here on my mom's side. Mm-hmm. So like, obviously her kids are like, well, my cousins we were super close growing up. So then when we started going to church, like I would obviously see them less and less because my mom was trying to get away from like the life that they lived. Mm-hmm. So like at first like it was okay because like, oh, you're a kid, like you're just going with your mom to church. But then like as I grew up and I chose to be at church instead of like with family, like I would hear like, oh, like he's too good for us, or like he puts church over
family.
Mm-hmm.
How was that? Was it hard?
I don't think so. Cause like I was close to them, but like you expect better from family. So like when they say something like that, like it hurts, but like like oh whatever. That's just how I am, I guess.
No, I agree because I think that when this happened, I was just grounding myself, remembering how I have like really good friends at home. And then I even made a comment to Randy, like, because at first, like I said, I felt like something was off, but I couldn't tell what it was. I felt like it was just me being like pushed to the side because I was the only person that
never really knew them.
Never knew anyone. Yeah. So I was just like, maybe it's just me. And I kept telling Randy, I'm like, I can't wait to see my friends. I miss my friends. It started like that. It didn't start like people are acting weird with me. No, I was just like, I felt like I was missing you guys a lot. And that's when it started. And then Randy's like, well, and then it turned into, I'm never going on a trip without one of my friends either, like anymore. And then he's like, well, that's how I feel with your friends. And then I was like who? I'm like, because my friends are very much your friends. Mm-hmm. Clearly your friends aren't mine. And then it went from that to us dissecting the situation and realizing that when you decide to, live a godly life, you're going to lose people. Yep. And I, dude, but I told Randy, I'm like, I'm a very confrontational person and it's not in the bad connotation. Mm-hmm. I told Randy, why don't you talk to him? Mm-hmm. I'm like, because if the girlfriend is ignoring me, that's one thing. Like, who cares? That's not my friend. It literally does nothing to me. I'm like, but now that I know that he's acting weird with you too, why don't you talk to him and just explain to him, look, if you feel like I'm different because I'm not drinking, let me explain to you why I've chosen to do this. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I think your friends deserve an explanation as to why you're changing your life if you care about them enough. And he was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then I guess like it grew some like frustration in him and he decided never to do it. So he never talked to him about it. And he's like, if he were a friend that I spoke to more often, then I would have talked to him. But he's like, I'm just going to let it be. But then it made me sad for him.
I agree with that though.
You do?
Like if they don't give you the time of day to to get to know why you've changed like that drastically? Like, do they even deserve to be in your life?
I agree. And I don't even think he would understand. You want to know why? Because from what I know, and I know barely anything, he's Christian too. But they drink, and that's okay. If that's
Oh, well, maybe that makes sense too, because
he doesn't understand.
yeah, like because he's Christian and he's still, everyone chooses how they want to live their life. He's practicing certain things that he is okay with.
Right.
And Randy is not, considering that he now identifies as a Christian. I don't know. Maybe he just, he wouldn't, I don't think he'd understand.
No, not at all. And
That's crazy.
I never thought that, I never realized how serious it was. Like when we were in college and stuff, and we'd meet, at least for me, when I'd meet friends, and I don't know, maybe I've just had good luck with my friends. Whenever I've been like, I don't drink, everyone's been super respectful. So
I don't feel like I
no,
you did have good luck. I feel like everyone's always been respectful for you. I feel like people with me always held me up to a standard. And if I demonstrated anything lower than that, I would get criticized or judged for it. Remember that one thing? I don't think Abraham ever found out. This was like in our girl chat. Do you remember our girl chat that we used to have?
Yeah.
And I sent you guys a message, really frustrated because I received a message from an ex-friend. And she was blaming me for things that I had never done, and then called me out saying that I should be a better Christian.
That was not your friend.
Okay, well,
By association.
by association, she was.
Yeah.
Well, that happened, and I was just like, "What?" It made everything that was being said made no sense to me because the
opposite of what she was saying in the messages, though.
Yes,
You were with her,
And so-
you were the opposite. She was saying that Vicky was not inclusive, just for context. That she wasn't inclusive, that she didn't try hard enough to make people feel welcome.
Yeah, and that I should
Like
be
just
ashamed.
in general, or
Yeah, and with her.
And with her, and I should be a better Christian.
She's like, as a Christian, you'd think that you'd be more open and inclusive with people that aren't a part of your group, but I always felt left out with you, which is so far from the truth. Like,
Right.
with
Who
this
said that?
person, you don't know her. No, actually,
You probably do.
but barely,
Oh.
not enough to care.
Yeah. And I remember being really frustrated because I got angry because that's when I realized before that happening, I had lost a lot of people that I tried being friends with, and they never liked me, and I never understood why. And it was people that were related within that little group. And then I realized in that moment that they held really high expectations of me.
yeah,
And I am very much close to being imperfect.
just because you were Christian.
Yeah.
Just because I was a
Okay.
Christian.
That's dumb.
And so there was this theme of because she's a Christian. I don't know. I really don't even know.
Yeah.
And so it goes back to what you two are saying about I don't know. People just expect
Yeah,
a lot
I feel
of
that
you
way.
as a Christian.
like just because I'm Christian doesn't mean I'm perfect.
Right.
Like that's why I'm Christian, because I'm not perfect.
Literally. That's why we go to church.
Like if I was perfect, then I'd just be God. Like
We should just be dead already. And in
Honestly,
heaven.
In heaven, for real. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I totally see what you're saying, because I've seen it happen a lot with you. And I think it makes me just as mad as it makes you when I know that people are kind of judging you for whatever it is. Because, dude, I remember that time you sent it in the group chat. I was so mad.
I was crying, but I was
Yeah.
like, sending you guys a text.
No, literally. And I knew, I was like, Vicky's sending this crying right now. Because she's not one to vent, which is really annoying. You don't
Holds it
vent.
in.
Yeah,
I do vent.
Yeah, but not with me.
I do vent.
Maybe-
If it's not Mario, it's
Maybe
literally
more
with you
often.
guys.
I guess you don't vent as much as I do, because I think I'm still traumatized. This has nothing to do with you. I did this to myself with the fact that I've been told that I'm too judgmental sometimes. So maybe she just doesn't vent because I'm gonna tell her stuff. But I have been told by our Chris that whenever things happen where people are mean to her, she definitely waits 6 months to tell me, because she knows that I'll do something about it, and she doesn't want me to. She's like, I'm not telling you so that you can go fight someone. And I'm like, well, I can't now. It's been 6 months. She's like, yeah, that's why I didn't tell you. So that's my point. It makes me so mad when people do that to you, because you do a better job at being what's the word? like as a whole, like a good person in like in more aspects than me, I think. Like you are very talkative with people when they're new to church. You live a very just visibly pure life. And I do some questionable things. So I think that you are more respectable.
I think that everybody lives their life as a Christian differently.
Yeah.
And I don't know what people out there who are non-Christians have like an expectation that everybody who considers themselves Christian has to be in the same box.
But that box, I feel like you fit into it more than anyone in a good way. And so when people when people have the audacity to say something like that to you, I get so angry because I'm like, come question me. Come tell me that I'm not inclusive. And I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm probably not. Like, Vicky, bro.
It's okay. To our audience, I think it was how many months later? Maybe 3 to 4 months later, then I received an apology from this person because they realized that they were wrong for saying that stuff to me. You remember? Was it 3 months? I don't know. And I was just like, thank you, Lord, because I was really offended.
Yeah. No, she was crying. I remember one time someone sent me a message like that. Dude, and it's someone I don't even know.
Really?
Irene, if you're watching this, I don't even know you. Yeah, I know. I have to name drop. I have to name drop because I'm... Who even are you?
What did she say?
Dude, this girl who like... Because you know how you can have mutual friends on like...
I remember
or just online friends.
Yeah.
There's this girl that I had on Snapchat and I think on Facebook and maybe even Instagram.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, I get a really evil like Snapchat message from her saying how she was going to come to church to beat my ass.
Probably someone you knew then.
What?
Probably someone that you knew.
She didn't know that.
Like,
I remember you told me
it
about
was
that.
like catfishing, you know?
I don't know. No, like we had been friends for a while on social media. We were just social media friends.
Yeah.
And I remember like I'm going to put all your business out there. I don't care. I remember her as somebody who we became friends because she was running for like Miss Aurora.
Yeah.
She was running for Miss Aurora and she was like, vote for me. And I think I even voted for her. I think I did the whole to like vote for her.
Tell the story before.
What happened?
It was... Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, so like we became friends because like through that she was like promoting herself and I'm like, hell yeah, like I'll vote for you. I don't know who you are, but like you can be Miss Aurora. I don't care. And then one day I don't know where I get this message on Snapchat saying that she's like, see you at church on Sunday. I'm gonna beat your ass. And I was just like, huh?
Yeah, I remember.
And she's like, yeah, you better watch your back. She's like, I know what you guys do to take people. What did she say? Something about
I don't remember, but she was saying stuff about your house too and about where you lived. And I was like, only if this girl really knew.
She's like, I know everything about you.
Yeah,
and I'm going to see you. So you know what I did? I told Topaz.
I don't remember that.
I told Topaz and I was like, look at what this girl's saying to me. She's like, and Topaz, she's like, I don't even go to church, but I'll be at church on Sunday. So Topaz, you better believe she went to church on Sunday. She was ready to throw hands for me. She's like, ain't nobody touching you. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. When it's about fighting, I know who's gonna defend me.
Oh, that's so funny.
So no, thank God that girl didn't show up because Topaz,
no, she didn't.
She'll beat you up.
She was all bark.
I remember
that girl was. Mm-hmm.
That was weird. That one was weird.
But like it was like out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, that one was weird. I remember that one.
It was. So
I would have trolled her. You know? Yeah, hello.
No, but
we can go 4 rounds.
I think you even give her the address.
I think I did.
Really?
Julissa was like, "Yep, here's the address. Love to see you there."
To the church?
I think I did troll her.
But yeah, you did. I remember you gave her the address, and you were like, "We would love to see you there."
We'll pray for you. Whatever's bothering you.
We love to welcome new people. No, I said something crazy. I wish I had the messages.
Yeah, I remember.
That happened recently?
No, this was like 4 years ago.
Dude,
Dang.
people are crazy.
Literally
People are
insane. I'm gonna go find messages while you guys talk.
That's the part of the internet, though.
Wait.
People will say,
Yes, I found it. Okay, Irene. She sent me this message.
This is crazy.
No, listen. She said, "This is out of nowhere." Okay, that's how it started. It must be nice to be the granddaughter of a preacher, collecting all that money from people who give so that you can live in that nice big house. Except you're not that innocent, and nor are the people who you hang around
at church. I know all about you. And I do plan on visiting
Abraham's face.
you at church on Sunday near One Stop. And then I responded saying, come visit. It would be a pleasure to have you say this to me in person. And then I sent her the address to the church. And then she responded saying, okay, good, I will. And you better not act out of character. What the heck?
Dude, that was crazy.
Bro, it was so random. That's so funny, huh? Oh, and
That's crazy.
do you know where I lived at the time? I lived at El freaking Charro.
Upstairs?
Okay, I live like at a literal. I live in a literal
That big
restaurant.
house. So how she was talking about then?
I don't know. I think she was just like,
She was misinformed.
yeah.
She just got angry.
Dude, people are crazy out there.
I think she was confusing me with Vicky or something.
I think where was I living at that? I was living on Lake Street.
Bigger than the Charro.
Literally Lake Street.
I lived in an attic.
No, you didn't.
You know, it's not an attic, but it was so random.
I remember that. I was just like, what the heck?
Text her right now.
No, she blocked me after that.
You never pulled up. I waited for you.
She blocked me after that. And you want to know the funny thing? Her boyfriend follows me on Instagram still. Actually, her baby daddy.
I remember. Oh, they have a kid now?
I don't even know who they are, but he's still a fan. So sorry for you, girl.
That's so funny. This is a
What if she
scary
listens
world
to
out
this?
there.
If she listens to us, that's her own fault. You did this to yourself.
Life lesson, just guys, stay in your own lane. People are going through some tough times. Stop getting in other people's business.
What if I outed myself because of that?
You what?
Right.
What if
Right.
I-
You never know what people are going through. And sometimes people, you can say something harsh and it hurts someone because you don't know what they're going through.
Yeah, for real.
So just don't be mean. If you don't like somebody, if you envy somebody, that's a personal problem.
Literally.
That's not a they problem. That's a personal problem. So go to a therapist.
Not her plugging yourself.
For real.
But I think it's just an internet thing. People will say crazy stuff, but wouldn't say it to your face.
That's true because Abraham's an internet troll and he would never say it to your face.
Or no. No, depends what I say.
Bro, you wouldn't, Abraham. You say some wild things.
I know.
Dude.
I'm pretty chill.
Bro, you're like so hectic online. You're not like that in person.
I think your mom would believe that you're pretty chill.
No, what do you mean? No
Yeah.
one heard me yell when I'm playing. Raging.
I've heard you yell when you're playing.
We heard you yell.
Mario's headphones. That's how Mario laughs after.
No, when he was falling off the canoe.
No, it's not.
That was funny.
Or when he gets scared, his eyes are like.
What do you mean?
your cheeks
so
your
funny.
cheeks drop and your eyebrows lift.
Yeah. That's what happens. That's so funny.
Anyway.
Well,
There's
tell
this-
us another story from your trip.
Okay, other than that, the fact that like we learned that even I don't think Randy had felt that like loss of friends yet, that a lot of people who come to los caminos de Dios they feel. He hadn't felt it yet, so this was like
Yeah.
one of the first times. And then other than that, the trip was great.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful island. The Dominican Republic is so beautiful. Everyone is so nice. Literally,
It
everyone
looked
is
really
so
nice. You had a starfish. I was like, Patrick.
Dude, literally. And I saw it. Like, I saw it.
Yeah.
We jumped off of the boat. It wasn't even a boat. That was a yacht.
Yeah.
We were on a yacht. And we jumped off of it. And I was like, is that a starfish? And the guy was like, sí, la voy a agarrar. And he grabbed it. And he's like, it's alive. And everyone was holding it. I wasn't even one of the first people to hold it, okay? But no one told me what I was going to feel when I held it, okay? And they're like, here, you can hold it for a picture. Just make sure you're dipping it in the water so it doesn't like
Dry up.
Mm-hmm. And I was holding it and I felt,
Oh,
no,
that's so cute.
no. I was like, like I felt like so many little suctions on all my fingers. I was like, just because like I care about wildlife, I was about to throw it because it felt
Bro.
so nasty. Ooh. Dude, imagine just like a lot of little sucking on your. No, I don't like it, but it was cute. And then its eyeball is like on the top.
Really? An eyeball?
I think so. It's not like an eye.
I
It's like
really
there.
have to use the bathroom. I'm sorry. I
Go.
really have to go.
Abraham and I will be chilling, talking.
That was funny. I told you.
Dude.
Dude, what the fuck?
That's funny.
I wish we could like take our mic and follow her
Hell no.
to toot.
That's gross.
Okay, so in the meantime, we're going to tell you guys what is making Vicky go to the bathroom right now. So Abraham makes this really good ramen that he actually made for us for the first time on our joint bachelor trip. It was like a 16 people trip. And I told him that I would not be cooking for anybody on this trip. So we had to figure something out. And he's like, well, I wouldn't mind making this recipe. And so you just get boxed ramen, right? Mm-hmm. And what else? Tell us.
With some meat.
Taco meat?
Yeah, Mexican taco meat.
yes, not
Some
ground
mayo,
beef.
some sriracha, and that's it.
So yeah.
And some pico de gallo.
Oh wait, repollo too, no?
Okay, I don't really use it.
Didn't
Just
we?
a hassle.
Yeah, didn't we do it last time though?
Yeah.
So
I didn't really add anything, just like a crunch.
if you like the crunch, like if you
Crunchy.
like, what'd you say?
Crunchy.
Yeah. So you can get any flavor ramen you like. And it's so easy, especially for parties, because all you have to do is cook the taco meat, mix the sriracha and the mayo.
I'll have that at my wedding.
Literally.
Imagine.
No, you have to.
No.
It's going to be so good. Anyway, so you obviously heat up or cook the ramen noodles and you drain what?
Why you gotta say that?
I'm telling them how
Is
to
that
do
not
it.
common sense?
Yes, but I'm talking about the noodles in a cup.
The Maruchan.
Yeah, the maruchan, so nobody thinks that it's like the packaged ramen.
Oh,
So,
like sopita de fideo.
what?
Sopita de fideo.
It's not sopa de fideo.
No,
Anyway,
I'm saying.
you would
Go
eat.
ahead.
Yeah, literally shut up. So you cook your ramen and then you drain the water out. And you like transfer the noodles into a bowl. And then the way you assemble it is you just put as much taco meat as you want, sriracha mayo, cabbage, pico de gallo, and that's your meal. And it's bomb. And you can feed a bunch of people. So it's really good. Do you think
Pretty cheap too.
yeah,
It's
literally.
not meat.
Except the meat?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you could do it with chicken.
Never tried it.
No, but imagine like if you're on a budget, you could buy like a rotisserie chicken and just shred it.
Yeah.
It would be good.
Maybe.
I think so.
How much is a rotisserie chicken?
Maybe like no more than $8.
Yeah, I guess.
Literally no more than $8. And then it's enough for like 8 people.
Yeah.
So it would be a cheap little
Cheap
meal. And the kids would love it.
A lot of sodium though.
Well, yeah, but no, I said cheap meal. I didn't say healthy.
That's true.
The tinga was another good and easy meal that we all shared.
Dude, she made a lot of things though.
Dude, I know. We overdid it on the
Yeah,
chicken.
we did it. Well, the meat too.
We got too much.
Yeah. The tarachera too.
Really?
I mean, people finished it. Tarachera.
Within a couple days, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Vicky literally spent all morning the day before we left packing everyone like a to-go lunch
Yeah.
because of how much leftover food we had. And it still was just really cheap to have eaten in that way, like in a shared way. That was a fun trip.
I thought we went to breakfast with all the guys, bro. We spent like, I think it was like $70 for like, how many of us were there? Like, freaking 8, 9 of us.
That's not a lot.
I know. I was saying.
That's super cheap. But you were also
like-
in Friendship, Illinois.
Yeah.
So,
It was like $3 a meal or something. I was like, what the heck?
yeah, that's cheap. But then again, you guys went on a freaking ATV ride that was $100 per person. So
That's true.
I hope your trip was cheap.
It was good too.
Was it?
Had a BLT sandwich.
You guys are lame because you guys didn't take, like, the boys are so bad at like
What?
sending us like what they're doing and how they're doing during the day.
What do you
It's
mean?
not about us keeping tabs on you. It's about us just making sure you're alive and well.
We were, right?
I know. We saw the photos.
Barely.
Yeah, literally.
Some of them barely. Not me.
Whoever, yeah, you
I
were
was safe.
You were safe because you didn't go on the tube.
Hell no, right? They're crazy.
So the guys, they did 2 activities. It was a joint batch trip, but there was like one day where we were going to split up just to get like a real feel for like a bachelor and a bachelorette trip. And the girls that morning we went thrifting, and
Bro,
then
it's so boring.
bro,
Who goes shopping?
It's not that that's what I wanted to do, okay? Let me tell you. It's because what I wanted, because Vero was like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, the only thing that I want to plan is a brunch. Like, I want us to do brunch together and the rest will wing it. And you guys did the same thing. You guys winged it, but your wing activity was wild.
Better.
Yeah, it was better, actually. But shut up. We had brunch and then we went thrifting and then we went to an escape room. And then we also walked around like the boardwalk or whatever you call it. And then the boys went to breakfast because we didn't give them any of our brunch food. And then you guys went
boating
on a boat and then they attached a freaking donut on it and were launching people from across the lake.
For real.
And Abraham...
And we jumped in the freaking lake.
Who did?
We all did.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
We like stopped and we all just jumped
Really?
into the lake.
You
Yeah.
weren't scared?
No.
Can you swim?
No.
But you had a life jacket?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Well, yeah.
I just jumped and got back in the boat. There was like nothing to do. You're just like floating around. And then like we started drifting from the boat.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
like, no, I'm getting back on.
And then they went on ATVs
Yeah.
and that was fun.
It was fun. Mine was so slow. And like I was in the middle, so like it just wouldn't go fast. So like there was like a huge gap for because I think Julio was in front of me, and obviously Julio's kind of wild, and his thing was like fast. So like he would just like speed off, and mine wouldn't go fast. So like I was holding up the people behind me.
Oh, because it was like a one trail?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was on one trail. And we couldn't pass each other till the end. They're like, oh, just pass, because I forgot who had like a super slow. I think it was Roy.
Damn.
So and Roy was like in the front, so everyone just started passing him.
Bro.
Oh, you might have felt so sad.
I think it was Roy.
Wait, shout out to Roy because guys, sorry, Roy, I'm going to put your business out there just as like a prayer, okay? He was playing soccer this past week and he pulled something and he like fell to the ground and could not walk. Like they had to take him to the ER because he couldn't get up. Yeah. And he is doing a lot better now. So definitely reach out to him, y'all.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot better, but they did like a CT scan and took x-rays and I don't know if they might have told them the results, but I guess I forgot to ask, but
Yeah.
he's doing better. But yeah, that happened while they were playing soccer. Did I say basketball?
No.
Soccer.
That's soccer.
He was playing soccer.
Dang.
That's how you know, guys.
Gonna reach out to him.
We're getting to that age.
Honestly,
I look back like when we were kids, like and like play sports, like you wouldn't really get hurt,
No.
but like you would fall, but like, oh, I'm fine. But I feel like the older you get, like even like you're walking and like oh, my knee,
Pulling something,
like your knee cracks or like it bends around, like oh damn, I'm done for the day.
Bro, and it's so funny because Mickey and I used to die of laughter because your mom started having pain. Like mi tia started having body pain like 10 years ago, I swear.
And to the point where like she would fall onto the couch and could not move. and then she'd be like, and me and Vicky would be in the corner dying laughing at her.
I thought she over exaggerated,
Yes.
but
But,
she
like-
was really in pain.
Yes.
But your mom like is on her feet like most of the day, no?
Exactly.
So now I like understand.
Exactly. Now that
So,
we're
like as
older, we
kids,
get
you're
it.
like, bro, come
Yeah.
on.
Literally.
Like you literally like roll around, like fall, get tripped, like play soccer, like you're getting elbows, kneed, and like you'd come home like, oh, I'm ready for round 2.
Dude, and Vicky and I were literally like, Tia, just get up.
Yeah.
Just get
Yeah.
up. Ay, Javier, me duele. Ay, Javier.
Like your whole body just takes.
Dude.
But like what? Like I think it was last winter. I was playing with Zeus, and like we have a fence, but like there's an opening, so we had to have him like on a leash.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a thick one. So like, and he's pretty reactive. So when people walk by, like he chases them. So I was like standing on the thing, and boom, he dropped me, and I was like, oh, I'm fine.
Fell?
Yeah, dude. Well, imagine Zeus running full speed, like at something, like he's gonna drop you. Anyway, like, and I was fine. And then like the next day, dude, everything hurt. And, like I was so sore. I was like, oh, what happened? And then I was like, I couldn't think what happened. I was like, oh, I freaking fell.
Bro.
And I was like, everything hurt, bro. Like even blinking hurt, bro.
Blinking. Dude, I have a funny story. So the other day, Mario's family was here. Why were they here? I don't know why. They were just all
She's
here.
like, I didn't invite them.
I just don't remember why they were all here. And so we decided, like, now it's dark outside. We decided to go play hide and seek. And you know how aquí enfrente we have a curve that goes down, like passing the little thingy-majigger? Okay.
I don't like where this is going.
No, wait. Okay, so we were all playing hide and seek, like his parents, like the kids. We were just all out playing hide and seek, and it was dark outside because we turned off all the lights of the house para que no alumbrara nada. And then me and Mario are hiding because it was, I don't know, I think the third round. And we're hearing like a cry. And we couldn't tell if it was a cry or a laugh.
Oh no.
So we're just like, oh no, is that someone crying? But because we were so far away, we're like, I couldn't tell. So then I was like, wait, don't say anything. And I was like, no, someone's crying. And so we run, and it was Michael.
Oh.
Michael was on the floor crying hysterically like a kid because everything was off. It was pitch black outside. He ran, and instead of like running straight, he ran and like fell because of the decline thing.
So he flew.
Yeah, he flew.
Imagine you're like,
We did it.
and you just
Like the cartoons.
Yes. He was crying so bad, and we're like, what happened? He was like, I fell. And so he showed us his hand, and we thought he just hurt his hand, right? And Mario was like, how did you fall? What happened? He was like, I fell 3 times. So he rolled. He was rolling. Well, later on that night, I'm like, what's wrong with your eye? Why is it purple? Bro, he really got his eye. Aquí tenía purple. He was bleeding, and he got more. And I'm like, what happened to your eye? He's like, when I fell.
It's not funny
And I was
anymore.
like,
Poor baby. No.
you were like, you only told us that you hurt your hand. He was like, no. Like, I heard everything. And I was like, yeah, I can tell it was a bad fall.
But could you imagine like one of us going through that fall? We would have recovered for 3 months. Pobre bebe, and he was by himself too in the dark.
And so Mario's mom was like running, and she was telling us her part of the story where she was running and she ran past like Michael crying, but she thought he was laughing. Because dude, it sounded like a laugh. That's how bad he was crying. Dude, we were all
Imagine your
laughing.
neighbor just like hearing.
So she's
She
like,
doesn't have neighbors.
she's running, right? She's running, and then she says that. She's like, no, wait, I'm going to go back just to check. Like, who is that? And she thought that for a second it was Azaria. But then she saw that it was Michael. And she was like, Michael, get up. What are you doing? You have to go hide. And Michael was like, kept crying. And then she's like, and then I realized he was crying because she thought he was laughing and he was crying, and then picked him up. And then we had to stop the game because
Oh, so she's the one who found him.
she was there by the time we got there. Like, we all kind of ran to Michael at the same time when we all realized, like, that's a cry. That's not a laugh.
God, that's so sad. Wait, so Azaria was here too? Your family was here too?
Yeah, my parents and Azaria. And we took Azaria to play outside with us too.
I want to play hide and seek here.
It's fun.
Can we please?
Yes, it's fun.
I'm gonna have to wear a diaper though because you guys make me laugh so bad.
What?
Do you remember Abraham is not with us? The hide and seek that we played for mine and Mario's 30th birthday trip.
In Orlando?
Yes.
That one was fun.
Bro,
That
we
one was
played
so fun.
We played adult hide and seek in the
Adult.
yes, because in the Airbnb that we rented, bro.
That one was fun.
We had-
Chris chased you guys.
Yes, where Chris
Well, really,
ran.
she thought she was playing a game on us when we caught her.
She whatever. She's something else. But let me just tell you that everyone on that trip was a scaredy cat, like afraid of the dark, scaredy cat. And so it was so funny because Alex turned on the speaker and put it in a random room where like no one could find it, and was playing like tiptoe through the window. Like,
I was scared.
and it was in the dark, and he turned it on at a random time when someone was counting. I think it was when Edgar was counting. And Edgar kept going into the rooms, and Randy and Mario, we hid but like under like a bunk bed. So there was no way you were gonna find us there, bro. Except for the fact that Randy when he came into the room, we could see him because he was using a light.
Yeah.
And he couldn't see us. But like Randy was holding in his lap so bad that he like was like, and his air came out of his booty. Came out of his booty. He farted. And I don't have a sense of smell, but Mario was like, bro, huele bien horrible. And not even then,
That's messed up.
Not even then did Edgar find us, but he was like, okay, guys, someone has to be in here. Who's playing that music? He's like, that's kind of scary.
Wait, who was the one that was hiding in the bench by the door and they got scared?
Firo.
Oh, was she the one that was looking at that moment?
I think that like she like got all tiny and went inside a bench that she could cover. But
Which was Edgar who was looking.
Yeah, and Edgar was looking. I guess she got tired maybe of like being crouched down and she was not being found. So se levantó right when Edgar was coming, bro. And they both got scared.
That was so funny.
It's so fun though, bro.
I love hide and seek.
Did we not play hide and seek at the Airbnb?
No.
We didn't?
No, we didn't.
Why?
Oh, we played that.
We didn't at all.
The belt game.
The belt game.
That was funny too. We should have played hide and seek. Hide and seek is like,
Can we play today?
yeah, we can. We can play
No.
In here?
in here.
Out there.
Outside.
How do you hide outside?
Este
In
no
a
ves nada.
bush?
I literally just laid on the ground.
So you mean
in the
never,
middle of the ground.
you're never gonna find them.
Nobody
it's
found.
dark.
I was the last one to be found, and I was literally on the ground just like this.
Heck no, it's funny.
It's fun. It is a lot of fun.
Adult games are fun.
Send us some adult games if you have
Why
them.
you saying adult games? Like kids don't play hide and seek.
Yeah, but it's fun when you're an adult.
Yes, kid games as an adult.
Kids find each other because they freaking laugh at everything, bro.
Yeah, or you gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
If
true.
you haven't peed on yourself like while hiding, you're not a real hider.
No. And
Come to all of us.
wait,
I don't know if I've peed myself.
Really? I peed myself hiding.
dude,
Like, when you got a good spot, like I'm not giving this up.
dude, no. I literally that's insane.
That's crazy.
I have like I am really claustrophobic, but when it comes to hide and seek, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do this, okay? I'm gonna do this. And then but actually, let's not talk about me. You have like some of the best hiding spots ever.
I do think so.
You know what Vicky did one time, bro? She went
What?
on top of mi tia Silvia's refrigerator.
And I hit
What?
there.
And
like,
she
right
like
up there.
she squatted like on top of
And it was dark that day because we played at night. And
Bro.
so it was pitch black.
pitch black. And then no, she was never found. But when she got down, she broke a candle.
Yeah. I did break a candle. I was scared.
Hilarious. So
Oh
much
my
fun.
God. I love playing hide and seek. That's my favorite game.
So much fun, bro.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was a good laugh.
Especially when you're at like an Airbnb because no one knows the house like entirely well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
That's true.
you're like
At that Airbnb, I moved some trastes, some kind of like the pans from one to another, and I just went inside of a cabinet.
Did you get found?
No, I remember I was there for a very long time.
Yeah.
But I thought I was going to get caught because I remember it was a huge kitchen.
Yes.
And so I remember the one that was looking was like going through the cabinets, but they never got to mine because I was in the corner one.
And it's so scary
Yeah.
to open any cabinet when you're playing hide and seek in the dark because you know at any second someone's gonna be like, ah.
For real.
It's so scary.
I love hide and seek.
Crystal was so scared that when it was her turn to count, she was like, "Joke's on you guys, come find me now." and just walked outside. She walked out. Literally walked out.
reversed you.
She reversed. She Uno reverse carded us, and then we all were like, "Chris, come on inside." We like playing with her. We ended up finding out she was outside. And we were all like, no, Chris, ya vente. And like, so she would think, and then she would think that she had caught us. And we all went behind the house, and the guys like went this way and we went this way, and we all attacked her in the middle with water
Bro,
bottles, like
she was
freezing cold.
scary. She was
Freezing
scary.
She was running like,
She was like,
bro.
and she was running fast. I was scared. I was honestly scared.
I couldn't even tell if she was mad or like joking around, but she did not seem like she was laughing, bro. She was pissed.
She was out for blood.
I got scared. Honestly, I was scared of Crystal that night.
Did she ever come down or not?
She did. She did. They were trying. Because I was like, I don't want to do that. Everyone was trying to throw her in the pool.
Oh no,
As revenge.
not the boys were. The boys are mean. I don't think we would do that to her.
I was like, oh my gosh, no.
No, that's mean. Because if they did that to me, I would be pissed. And then we're not strong enough to do that to the boys. And if we did it to the boys, they like it.
Yeah.
They're like,
Do it again.
Yeah.
we're all going in.
It's one of the downfalls of like men being so strong, bro. They could just grab us and throw us in the pool and nosotros que
That's true.
flop like a fish. Anyway,
Anyway,
Any more fun stories, y'all?
I don't think so.
no.
I don't really have fun stories.
It's been a pretty calm couple
Gonna
days.
come week.
Yeah. Not for me. Yes, it has.
We're going by fast though.
It did go by fast.
It's already about to be November.
Yeah.
Literally.
Abraham's birthday is in November.
He's going to be 30, y'all.
I'm not.
Oh, I was like, for real?
I'm kidding.
It's like, when?
No, not yet. Are you excited for your birthday?
No.
You know we already have plans?
Lies. That's a lie because we like, what are you gonna need for your birthday?
Oh,
I was trying to throw you
You're
off.
trying to
No,
play it
you're
off.
not. That's funny because I asked me, what are you gonna do for your birthday?
Well,
Yeah, because we already know what you're going to do.
I guess they're just
We
playing.
just wanted to
Guys, don't
consider
lie,
your
you're-
feedback.
At first we wanted to consider your feedback, but now we planned it without you. But I guess
I'm not gonna show up to my own birthday party.
no. Well, yes, you are. It's gonna be. It's not a birthday party. We wouldn't do that to you. Wait, it's not on this. It's on the 12th, right? Yeah, we agreed.
We were going to do the 12th. We were going to do the 12th.
Yeah, for Sunday. It's literally on my calendar.
We're gonna show up.
Oh, I know what we're doing. I forgot.
You did?
Yeah.
Stop lying.
I promise,
You're capping.
Vicky. Right that it's done. Mm-hmm.
You swear?
I promise. Yeah, I swear.
Oh
Cavity.
no. When it's sour, my like saliva glands expand too fast.
Oh wow.
Those hurt. Yeah.
This isn't even sour.
The sweetness of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
The strong
I
flavor.
think
I
all candy
choose-
does that to me.
Yeah. Some foods do that to me.
Immensely fruity, intensely chewy candy.
The dragon
Where did
fruit.
it come from?
They're Asian, I think.
Are they?
I think.
I don't know.
Haichu.
We just
came
always
out
eat them at
popular
your
out of
house.
nowhere.
So we're like, let's get some high chews.
What did you say, Vicky?
We always eat them at your house. So we wanted some too. Because they're yummy.
Contains soybeans.
That says all it needs to say. Haichu.
I think they are Asian.
High chew, sponsor us.
How do you look that up? Haichu
What
orange.
Asian country would you like to visit?
Japan.
By you, Vicky.
Yeah, Japan.
Or
I heard South Korea is pretty nice.
I was going to say South Korea. We've talked about this. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Let's go to Seoul.
Japan is really expensive.
Go to North Korea.
Yeah, okay. It's Japan. The
Have
Haichus
you
are
guys seen that video of Kim Jong Un like being worried about America?
No.
Really?
Yeah, he's some about President Biden. And someone's like, if Kim Jong Un is worried about America, we should all be worried about America.
Me and Mario are watching. I don't know what it's called. What do you call it? Not a speech, but he was just being where he goes and answers like some of the journalist questions.
Where he's being belligerent.
Yeah, and we were listening to him like it was live, and we were like, "What?"
He was.
What he's saying.
Did you see that? It's like a small.
I see it all the time.
Where it's like
We just
small
saw the
clips.
most recent one,
I think I know what you're talking about. I didn't watch it, but I saw it on social media.
and I was like,
Isn't that an
he was
Emmy?
talking about like how employment has gone up and all these things. I'm like, where?
Did you
What
see-
state?
Wait, did you see the part? He was like, "I'm going to bed."
No.
You didn't, bro. I need to show you that clip.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I don't know. I was so confused. I'm like, he didn't even answer the question. He started talking about some other thing.
This flavor was not good at all.
That's what they do.
It's like
They answer the question by answering another question.
By asking a question.
No, but it didn't make sense though. I don't know.
sometimes people.
Because I've seen it on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Because you see a bunch of clicks on TikTok. But
So
when
they're
you
real
actually
then.
are watching it live, it's kind of like,
Wow.
oh, like these are not made up TikToks.
They're
Like
not
these are
edited.
legit. Yes.
Like,
funny.
that's really our president. It's pretty wild.
I'm just upset.
What was this last year? No,
Damn.
Or was it next year?
Time's going by fast.
Oh, for real.
It
I don't
did go
know.
by fast. I've witnessed that I can remember. I've been aware. I feel like I've been self-conscious about 3 presidents in my life.
Just Obama was the first one. No.
Before that, I don't remember anything.
Same.
Me either.
Well, I remember Bush because of the whole 9/11 thing.
Oh yeah.
I
just remember seeing
feel
it on
like
TV
at
all
that
the time.
age, I didn't even know Bush was our president. Like I had no
Me either.
like clue.
We were like aware that. Do you remember? Were you aware of like 9/11 being something like a thing?
Yes.
Me too.
Did you guys watch La Luz del Mundo documentary on Netflix?
I think
Yeah.
I did.
Bro, it's crazy.
Oh wait, no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Well,
It's
Netflix.
crazy. So when I went to Mexico, in Guadalajara, La Luz del Mundo, like the biggest temple, the first one that was ever made is there. The one de las luces.
Does it make you think of a specific place by chance?
La Luz del Mundo?
Because it's a cult, right?
You know, there's one in Aurora
Yeah, I've been to it.
next to that school.
Never mind.
Throwing shade.
Yeah, she doesn't. It's okay. Continue.
Well, me and Mario just watched it, and it was scary because I first learned about La Luz del Mundo when I went to Guadalajara.
Really? That was the first time?
Yeah, that was the first time I ever knew about it. And then when I came back, and I knew about it because first I saw the temple and I thought it was the most beautiful thing ever because at night they light it up and it has different colors and it reflects the entire city.
Wow.
And so I remember learning about them because my tia was telling us that every year los hermanos would, and they call them los hermanos because La Luz del Mundo, there's a Luz del Mundo church or temple, whatever you call it, at every corner in Guadalajara. It's like a big thing. It's bigger than Catholicism. So
In Guadalajara?
yeah, in Guadalajara, in
sense.
Jalisco. And so I remember.
Did you say that's nice?
No,
That makes
sense.
sense.
And so when I remember my tia would say los hermanos, I'm like, what is she talking about? And then that's when I started, I'm like, who are you referring to? Are you talking about a Catholic church? And she was like, no, de la Luz del Mundo.
Oh.
And then my dad has a cousin, a second cousin, that when we went to go see my great grandma, he was there and my dad was talking to him. And I remember him talking about that religion. I guess it's a sort of Christianity. I don't know. But they were talking about it and how he's a part of the church. And my dad was just like, that doesn't make sense though, because Jesus Christ is the Messiah and they don't think that. They think that, or they do think that, but they think that after Jesus came, the apostles that are the apostles of that church who are the messengers of God. And I remember my dad debating with him, my dad was so weirded out. And I remember he said he was from La Luz del Mundo. So when I came back to Illinois, I learned that there was a Luz del Mundo in Aurora. And so what did I do? I was
went.
like, Karina, let's go.
Wait, you
and
guys
we
went?
We went to their service.
Oh my.
Is this the one that you guys dressed up for? You
Karina-
hid?
Karina put a hijab on. And she acted like she only spoke, she didn't speak any Spanish. So I was the one that was pretty much speaking at that time. So we acted as we were students and we wanted to do a research paper about religion. And so we went. So the first thing that I noticed was that,
Was it just you two, or is this the one that Lala went to as well?
oh no, that's another one. This is just us two.
You didn't know they did this? They
Yeah,
went bouncing around.
Yeah, I remember.
I wasn't invited. I just want everybody to know.
You're too judgmental.
No, I think you were always busy at that time. It wasn't because you weren't invited. You genuinely were doing something.
Yeah, but I didn't even know it happened.
Working at a bank.
It's fine.
Well-
Literally, we were not even close like that. Well, me and you were, but everybody else at the time. Can I have some chapstick?
Yeah, so we went in there and women sit on one side and men sit on the other, which was the first thing that we noticed.
Where would I sit then?
For a second, I was like, what are you talking about?
I don't get it.
Did you hear Abraham? He's like, what? Sorry.
And so I remember they have their Bibles and their hymns, and the hymns that they sing are to the apostle. And so they do these prayers where they're praying to God to continue blessing the apostle, the apostle at that time, well, now he's in jail, is Nason. And so I remember that they would be crying and crying. And it was it's almost like a whole, it's like the Catholic Church, you know what to say, you know what to pray for, you get up and then you sit down. But I remember the one thing that really impacted me was the woman that was there, because then we talked to some people afterwards, and we were like asking questions because we knew what scripture said and we knew what they were doing. So we wanted to understand, like, where in scripture or in your scripture does it say that? And I remember they couldn't answer our questions, and they kept telling us, oh, like, let me give you an appointment with our like head of the church or the Aurora church. And we were like, no, it's just like for us to research. Like, we just want to understand. And they couldn't like answer it to us. And they kept pushing for us to have that appointment. And I was like, no, like it wasn't anything. But what impacted me was that I remember the woman that was talking to us, like she looked like she was suffering so much. Like she did not, and I'm not going to say like it's because of the religion. As an individual, she looked like she was suffering. And she had these huge ojeras. And that was like, I remember, I'm like, that woman looks really tired. And then her daughter comes. She looked just as tired. The girl was probably like 15. And she just looks just as tired with huge ojeras. And then this other woman comes, huge ojeras. I'm like, why do all these people look just as tired? Like, what is it? What is it a part of like the rituals that they have to pray like at a certain time and they're not sleeping?
Right.
And then when I watched the documentary, bro, it made me so mad.
Why?
So mad. Just because like it took me back to witnessing those three women.
Did it make sense as to why they looked like that?
No.
Oh.
It didn't. Because in the documentary, it doesn't tell you exactly like
what
how they practice. But I think it's almost like the Mormon church where they're like very strict about certain things and titles and like, like how you can be serving within the temple. And so, yeah, it was just so interesting. And
is it a recent documentary that came out?
Yeah, I want to say like maybe 2 years ago.
Oh, so not recent. I meant like within the last 3 months.
And they ended up, and this is the thing about the documentary. You guys should watch it.
Is it the one with the girl? Did they tell the girl story?
They told multiple. Sochi? No.
Oh, that's another one. Because I watched one on HBO. And like they follow like this girl story.
Well, there's like 5 Jane Does.
Yeah.
5 what?
Jane Does, like John Does, like they remain anonymous.
Like randoms, not randoms.
And so they use the name Jane Doe to cover their identity.
Oh.
So there's 5 girls who did demandaron a Nason for, they came forward for being sexually abused. And bro, the story about it, like I don't want to tell all of it, but the story is so bad because Nason was the 3rd apostle in the family line generation. Before him was his dad. Dad died. Before him was his grandfather. And the woman that was captured, that was like his right, like who was grooming these girls to have sex with him, went to jail for it también.
As she should.
But the thing is with her is because she came clean and told like, yeah, it's all true. But she was sexually abused by Nason's father in her time when she was a 15-year-old. And so she was so they have this thing where it's like, if you sleep with Nason, it's a blessing from God. And so they have this mindset where it's like, it's a blessing to be with your apostle in that way. And so they're like, it is a cult because they're brainwashed to think that they have to be doing these things because it's a blessing and you can't go against the apostle of Jesus Christ. It's just, bro, you have to watch it. You have to watch it. It's heartbreaking.
Like about me is like his wife is like present during all this.
You know what? The wife didn't even come out in the documentary.
Yeah, she doesn't, but like they mentioned her that she was in bed with him.
She did. She did it to her damn self.
Yeah.
It's just
you know what's crazy though? Yeah. That like their believers still believe he's like innocent.
Yeah.
Like to this
day.
The
church is still do. And I remember when he first got arrested, I remember reading about how he was still giving sermons from the prison. Okay. From prison. And you know what the crappiest thing is? He only has to serve how many years?
Not very long.
Like 10 years.
I was going to say like 15.
Like 10 years. And so with the lawyer the attorney that was fighting for the Jane Does was saying that considering all of the evidence que va en su contra, he should have gotten life in like 180 plus years or whatever, something bad like that, because she compared his case to like a white man's case. and a white woman where he was like sexually abusing a white woman and he got life in prison. But she said that there's a lot of things that the US does wrong and is corrupt because Nason only got 10 years when 5 women came out, but it was because they were Latinas and they didn't really care.
Bro,
I was just like, what?
And the worst part is that when he gets out of prison, which by the way, I haven't watched the documentary,
You have
but
to watch it.
I've seen parts of like the girl who exposes the church on TikTok. Have you guys seen her?
That's why I watched it.
That's how I know who they are because of a girl who's on TikTok who exposed them. Nason specifically. Anyway,
I didn't know that.
Yes, I'm going to send it to her.
Yes.
To you.
Yes.
And this is a long time ago. So anyway, the worst part is that when he gets out of prison, the entire cult is going to look at him as somebody who had to, take the wounds of this world. And you know how the Bible says that like those that follow Jesus have to go through like long suffering. They're going to be like, our Lord, you
That's
served,
literally what happened.
You fought the good battle.
Yes. Because in the documentary, I do appreciate the documentary's perspective though, because they gave like everybody who was like against him. And they also included people who were like still very faithful to him. And one of the things that the documentary talks about is the fact that every time something would happen to the apostles, any of the 3, el pueblo like was culpable for it.
Oh,
so when the second, when Samuel, I think the second one was Nason's dad, when he was the apostle, when he died, because he died from like una enfermedad,
probably AIDS.
They were all of the head temple church leaders were like, because of el pecado del pueblo, like this happened to the leader, and everybody was like, por mi culpa, and bro, and so they are using everything that's happening to the apostle as like because of the sin of the people. Bro, it's crazy.
Dude, that's torment. Imagine just being someone who falls for that.
Yeah.
And like, I'll be damned the day
I
that
feel
I
like
feel.
Mexico is the place to do something like that. Because they're
I was surprised.
brainwashed.
You would think that in some places in Mexico, like Catholicism is a big thing. It's not.
In Mexico?
Yeah, in some places. Well, Guadalajara, in Jalisco at least, it's not. It's La Luz del Mundo.
That's wild. I need to watch it.
Yes, watch. Did you guys ever watch the Mormon one? I feel like I always watch these documentaries and I'm like, watch it.
Vicky watches interesting things.
I like to learn about it.
I know.
Who's the one who put us that those Alabama people?
Me.
That one time, that was you?
I would think that was
They're
him.
not from Alabama. The Whitakers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's weird.
They're from West Virginia.
Same
But
thing.
that's Alabama and West Virginia. You know what I'm talking about? Like the Whitaker family?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
are like
yeah.
the inbred family? I don't know. That's the kind of things that I like to watch. That, what's it called? Soft white underbelly. That's what the YouTube channel is called.
Oh, I've seen that.
Dude,
I
I
recommend
they have a
recommend it.
TikTok.
Yes,
I've seen it.
recommend it so much. It's just a man who goes around like to the U.S., but mostly like Los Angeles. That's where I've seen most of it. Where he goes on Skid Row and interviews like the prostitutes and.
But
I
didn't
think I've
he?
seen something like that.
I saw
good.
a video. I started seeing other people like post against him because something happened with one of the people he kept interviewing for years and they died or they overdosed or something.
He probably didn't like help. It's because I feel like
I think they were blaming him for planning it.
planning what? His death?
No, the death of a like prostitute. I don't know. Like it was like
What do you mean? I have to honestly. I don't even want to watch that because it's gonna change the way that I see.
oh okay.
Well, the thing is that this man, he's never even in the like. His face is never shown. He's always behind the camera. Yeah, he's not trying to get famous.
I
you know?
remember now.
I don't know, but he does make a lot of money, I'm sure. But he helps people. But I don't honestly. I don't know. I cannot vouch for anyone.
I remember what it was now.
What was it?
So this girl died because I think he partnered up with like a psychologist from Russia or something. Mm-hmm. And she had this, like, she was developing a new approach of therapy to help people who had an addiction. Mm-hmm. And it was like an exposure therapy where you expose the like person to real life scenarios para que they like learn how to cope with, like if you're addicted to alcohol, like in that, you know, exposure, they'll put like that cup of wine or whatever alcohol in front of you to see how you react to it. And so I think with her, she got so triggered, it caused her to not, I don't know if it was relapsed or se puso tan mal and was so triggered and traumatized that she died from it. And so I think something like that happened.
The experiment. But that's just damn, I don't know. I can't make a comment because I don't know enough, but I'm gonna have to look into it. But
What was the name?
It's soft white underbelly. It's good in my opinion, but I don't know. I also haven't watched in years, but it's really good. Pretty crazy though.
Yeah. Make sure you guys watch La Luz del Mundo.
Can we not end this podcast on that note though? Let's end it on a cheerful note.
Okay.
Cheerful.
What are you looking forward to, Abraham? Because the end of the year is nearing us.
Nothing.
What's one thing you guys want to accomplish before the end of the year? Don't say nothing.
Before the end of the year?
You're annoying. Freaking Oscar the Grouch. It's your new name, Oscar.
That's not it.
Yeah.
Dang, I hadn't thought about that. I just had a talk with Mario about what are we going to accomplish for like our 3rd year of marriage? Like, what is that?
Cuties.
But I didn't think about the end of the year.
Yeah, we still have time to, reach a goal.
I don't know.
Well, this is a good place to talk about it. Come on, Amy.
And that's the end of the episode. Thank you guys for watching.
Well, you tell us. Maybe that'll
Maybe you
spur
have a
something.
goal.
Yeah, into our minds.
Let me think. Because I just kind of thought about the question. I didn't think about my answer. I was going to piggyback off of you guys. But by the end of the year, I don't know. Can I just say I didn't set a New Year's resolution this time around? Like for this year, I never set one. It's like the first time in years that I didn't give myself a New Year's resolution. And it felt really nice to not.
Yeah,
You're not the type of person?
That pressure.
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever set myself to anything.
Can I tell you a conspiracy?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that New Year's resolutions are for people that are not happy with their lives. But
Could be.
Not a conspiracy.
it's
Her
fact.
conspiracy. Oh.
no, he's
Factual.
right. Let me tell you why. I speak from experience because now that you said that you are not like a New Year's resolution type of person, it makes more sense. It's more evidence for my hypothesis because I think that you're a very well-rounded person who, you do pretty well for yourself.
Sometimes.
You got a good head on your shoulders. So like the goals that you're going to reach have nothing to do with a timeline.
Okay.
You're just going to do it. And I think for me personally, I always set New Year's resolutions as in like, okay, once like the clock hits midnight and like it's the new year, I'm going to feel different. But this year I came into it like actually happy that I didn't feel any need to like change anything that drastically. So yeah. From experience, that's what I think. What about you? When was the last time you set a New Year's resolution?
Never.
What the? So there's nothing you guys want to do by the end of the year?
No.
It's because
Not me.
the way that mine's not like a New Year's resolution, but this is like super like, it just started happening where me and Mario do like for every year que cumplimos más for our marriage, like we should accomplish something.
Yeah.
So at the first year we had to accomplish something. The second year we had
Can
to
you tell us everything?
Well, the first year was just like adjusting because we talked about it the other day. We were like, let's just learn how to adjust to each other because there was a lot of adjustments.
Because Mario's a crabby pants.
The second year was to buy that house and we bought a house. The third year is we set an amount to our 3rd year of marriage. We set an amount that for that 3rd year in August, which is next year, to have sent a certain amount of money towards the house. So we can just pay it off fast.
Towards this house? I love it. That's a good way of putting it.
So
Now I'm going to think about what I want to accomplish with my first year of marriage. That's easier than to think of something by the end of the year. Although by the end of the year, I'm going to do something like shallow. I already want to have like gotten back on track with the gym because I keep falling off.
you've been more on track than me and Abraham have in their past lives.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I've been to the gym.
You guys don't need it. Well,
I don't need it.
Abraham, we need to get back to that. We used to go to the gym together.
I remember.
I was like twice.
Hey.
I remember I went to the gym with Abraham once, and in 30 minutes, he's like, we're done. I was like, we just got here. And he's like, you don't need to be working out for hours.
Well, that's true.
I agree with him.
Yeah, I remember.
We should go
I
again.
remember that. He's like, I'm not trying to get swung.
We should go again.
Because he didn't even do the exercise I was doing.
Vicky,
He's like, no,
no,
I'm not trying to be buff.
no, it's because
Dude, I'm
Vicky.
traumatized, okay?
No, shut up. Vicky's going to the gym is running on the treadmill.
That's not.
That's boring.
No, it's because if
Cardio.
I get buff and I get nasty
You do
buff.
not get
No,
buff.
she
Yes, I
does.
do.
Yes, she
Really?
does.
Yeah.
She gets like this,
She gets like a.
I get like
a gymnast.
I don't
you know?
even
See.
get tone. I just
like Radna.
Don't
Radna,
like it.
no.
Rhonda.
What's her name?
Rhonda?
Rhonda. I said Radna.
Ronda Rousey?
Yeah. Anyway, so since no one's gonna say anything, I guess we're just gonna end that episode.
that was a tough question.
Wait, one other question, and it's a yes or no.
No.
One other question, and it's a yes or no. Are we having a Friendsgiving this year?
I was actually thinking about after Randy had sent that message. I was like, oh, I don't know. It's up to you.
Why? Why is it up to me?
Because we know you're gonna be the one that's hosting it.
Well, it's
that's
'cause
why.
You like hosting.
I know, but that's why I like. That's what I mean. If I host a Friendsgiving because that's my love language, is it gonna be like a what's the word? A burden on you guys? Like, oh, another social thing I have to go to.
No, not for us.
Or would you guys enjoy it?
I would enjoy it.
Depends what we're doing.
Just eating and
That's it?
spending time together.
Yeah, I would enjoy it.
No, I don't like you guys that much.
Ah,
I'm just kidding. But at times, like, are we cooking? Do we have to cook? Or?
No, I'm cooking.
well, we have
really?
to bring something.
Yeah, you guys could bring something like
Well, we can't do
cheesecake.
like like those themes, like bring this charcuterie board and you bring like a candy one.
yeah,
stuff like
we
that.
could do something like that. But
That'd
we'll
be
still
nice.
have food.
Or like bring this color stuff.
That'd be cool. Yeah, we'll do something with the Among Us stuff that I still have that I never
So we
use.
should, no, that's cringe now.
What?
Actually, they released a new map
Anyway,
for Among Us.
that's where you lost me. It's not
I
fun
haven't
anymore.
played
Among
Among
Us
Us in a
again.
long time. Remember we also used to play
Oh,
Among
there's
Us?
a new one called Duck the Goose.
Really?
You have to find a duck or a goose. And you're like little ducks
We should
running
get into
around.
playing that
And then
again.
they have like different roles now. So like, it's like a ninja.
Let's play today. Right now,
No,
when we
we
get out.
need a PC.
Oh, that's annoying.
PC gamer.
No, we need phones.
Yeah, we need phone ones.
Like when we would play Scrabble.
Scrabble.
You remember?
Scrabble?
Yeah.
You know what I see all the time and it pisses me off?
What?
Like those Monopoly ads on TikTok.
Why does that piss you off?
Because they're annoying. Like, who's playing freaking Monopoly on their phone?
Yeah, I don't play Monopoly. on my
Probably
phone.
Vicky's dad somewhere.
He's like
so
in a competitive league.
Yeah. Literally. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's probably it for today's episode, guys. We said a whole bunch of nothing.
You said about
We learned some few lessons.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. We did.
Yeah.
We also
We
learned
learned
that
that Julissa is going to La Luz del Mundo now. Jeez.
you think, oh my God, I was going to say something
Wait, I
so out of
shouldn't say
pocket,
that.
but I'm not going to say it. Anyway,
Say
no,
it.
no.
Say it.
Guys, you guys can find us
My
on
balls.
Instagram, YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Spotify at Usually Best of Friends. And honestly, we haven't been really good at posting on Instagram, but please follow us on
We?
Instagram. I can't do everything, Billy. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye. See you later.
Bye. I was gonna say.
I just got some new ideas.
Wait, let me tell you what I was gonna say before I forget. I was gonna say I'm not gonna go from one cult to another,
Bro.
but I'm gonna